Bye, Dad.
Where are you going? You want to say bye?
Bye. Bye.
Alright, so dropped off the kids. Gonna go home. Maybe I'll vlog while I'll drive. I probably shouldn't, but I can do whatever I want because I can. Anyways, so what is today? Today is a magnificent day, a day to be grateful. Why is it a day to be grateful? Because I'm alive, I'm well, I have a beautiful family, I woke up alive, I'm talking to you, and I feel good about that, you know? Like, I was just listening, sometimes I have my email speak to me, right? I have an email, you know, talk to you with the handicap or the kind of accessibility feature on iPhone. And one of the things that it was an email on anxiety, and it was a great email because I deal with anxiety. Suffer is kind of a strong word. Do I suffer? I guess I do suffer, but I always think I shouldn't suffer. I guess I do suffer a little bit, but I do deal with some anxiety, and it was about anxiety. And he was talking about how he was in a room, the same room that I was in, and he felt anxious about, you know, other people more successful than him. And just so you get an idea, like, this guy is like, at least from a financial, actually from lots of perspectives, from, you know, having a beautiful wife, having beautiful kids, having a big house, having like 100 times more money than me. Of course, those are all the things. Or having a connection with God. I mean, it's a pretty. There's a lot of good stuff, kind of weird. And when I hear that, it just makes me feel so good to know that at the end of the day, we are all the same. No matter how rich, no matter how poor, no matter how famous, we all have the same or similar issues. And it's comforting to know this because, you know, a lot of the time when we have these difficult times in our life, or just challenging moments, you feel alone, right? You know, I mean, think about it. Like, you know, I don't know how old you are, but like, just imagine your first breakup with a girlfriend or someone you really liked, and they broke up with you, or whatever, or you couldn't get together with them, and how disappointed you were, right? Or just remember just a big disappointment in your life and how much it crushed you, and you can't help but feel like, why me? Why does this happen to me? Why does other good things happen to other people? And we do this to ourselves because it's just sort of I don't know why, but like, you know, we want to compare our worst moments in our life to other people's highlight reels, because other people, for whatever reason, we think don't have the same problems and struggles that we do. But everybody does, and we all have to relate to one another. And I think that's like one of the biggest challenges with life is we think we're alone. And I do feel, I mean, I've kind of accepted that I'm going to be alone, at least with some of the stuff that I sometimes carry or feel, you know. And what I mean by that is like sort of that feeling of no one will know you better than yourself, right? Because there's no one else that's going to know you better than yourself, right? You're going to be with yourself your whole life. And, you know, of course, you're going to have people you love you, your mom, maybe your dad, maybe not, maybe your significant other, your kids. They're going to love you, but, you know, they're not going to know you, right? Not like you will know yourself. And that's kind of I think it's important that you have that kind of relationship with yourself, that you literally learn to love and appreciate yourself. Not always an easy thing, but I think that's really important. So I'm listening to this new book, kind of jump around a lot, but this is what I'm listening to. Mask of Masculinity by Lewis Howes. Kind of a cool book. I wasn't sure if I wanted to read this book, but I did, and I'm about maybe a quarter way through, and I'm learning lots of stuff about myself. It's about these masks that we put up, to kind of hide ourselves, right? Like that's actually the hardest thing, right? That's actually one of the main things about women versus men, is that men are afraid to be, I don't know, I'm just talking, but I think men are afraid to be seen. I think we all are to some degree. I think more men are worse at this because you know, you got to be macho. You got to show that you are, you know, tough and worthy, and it's not easy. How do you deal with this? Curious. Do you feel this way, right? Because I feel like I'm a softie. Like I'm just like, you know, I think that's the reason why I don't like people. That's one of the reasons anyway. I'm sure there's lots of other reasons in there. Anyways, the whole idea of the book was, well, the whole idea of this book that I'm really liking is these masks that we put up to sort of hide ourselves, to show, kind of, to hide, you know, who we really are. You know, there's a Joker mask. I didn't realize how much I joke around. I joke so much because I'm uncomfortable. I make some really smart-ass joke because I'm uncomfortable with this situation, and it kind of relieves tension. And sometimes I do it to a point too much, especially with me and my wife. I know sometimes I do it to a point. I tend to be mean, especially to my best of friends, because it's kind of how I deal with the relationship. It's a defense mechanism. Anyways, check out the book. Maybe I'll remember to put a link in the description if I remember. Hope you enjoyed this video. I'm gonna make another video. If you have a request, maybe I'll make a video for you like I made for somebody else, because I like connecting like this. Thanks for watching.